Well. Welcome back again, right here on Sports Jazz. My name is Isaac. We have Josh, we have Emo, and we just witnessed one of the most spectacular and intense quarterfinals as far as the Euro tournament is concerned, which is the Euros 2024. We had Spain knocking out Germany and France knocking out Portugal on penalties to qualify to the semifinals. Let's start right away. Itazi, what do you think? What led to Spain knocking out France? Spain knocking out Germany.
What a day! What a day! Just like advertised, it was uh, it was a good game. Spain Germany. Um, I liked the game. It was more intense than the later game that we watched. It was a very open game. But when you ask what led Spain to knock out Germany, I think at the end of the day it was the fortunate exit of Pedri. I always thought that maybe Olmo should have started that game. He has a very good IQ, and his introduction, you could see that okay, the game was intense. The tackles were flying in, but Olmo managed to get into the small pockets. He managed to get in between the lines, like with his goal, and later he even created a goal. So yeah, Spain was intense, but it was a game of very small margins.
Yeah, Emma, what do you think about the game? I think also Danny Olmo had a very great game. He scored, he assisted, and the star of the night in the Spain versus German game was Merino. I think he took all the lights, he took all the shine away from Olmo as well, having scored the winning goal. Elmo, what do you think?
It was a good game. Started very high paced with tackles flying in left, right, and center. Neither team really controlled the game in the opening 13 minutes, probably. There were lots of wayward passes here and there, and you thought they were trying to size each other up. And midway, Germany wrestled control. You thought the stats were not. All the stats were in favor of Spain, but I think for the first half, those stats didn't really do them justice. Not justice in as such, but I think there was more than just the stats. They controlled the game midway. Spain kept wrestling it back here and there. Uh, on a whole, Spain ended up dominating the first half um, up until when they got the first goal, the Dani Olmo goal. Germany came back in there, but in the second half they struggled to assert themselves. Um, uh, sorry, I'm losing track a bit, but they struggled in the second half until that equalizer. But all in all, it was a top game. Yeah, befitting of a
I,
semi-final. Yeah.
to be honest, I personally, I think German played more, and I think they had more direct chances compared to Spain. Although Spain was clinical in their clinical and lethal in the final third, but I think German
Yeah,
had more chances.
I think they actually came back after the equalizer.
Mm.
Florian Wirtz on a half volley. Call it a half chance actually. Um, it was a split second. It was really a split second take to level matters for Germany. Thereafter, thereafter, they controlled the game. I think that was possible because of those late subs that De La Fuente made. You had Mikel Merino and Oyazabal finishing the game up top, pressing.
Mm.
Uh, at the time, Germany pulled off. Who was it? They pulled off. Who was the guy they pulled off for Muller? And then the minute they got the equalizer, Nagelsmann goes back to a back four, bringing on Anton to restore shape. De La
Mm.
Fuente as well did the same, bringing on Joselu and pushing Merino back into midfield, and Oyazabal playing behind Merino, which you feel gave Spain back that control that they had ceded to Germany. In the end, Mikel Merino got onto that Olmo cross to drive Spain home. Yeah, it was a good game, all in all.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a really, really great game. Yes, Josh.
I I also feel like Germany had their number. Germany really played well in the first half. They actually they kind of both respected themselves that there was no high press. Like they didn't really press into your ball. They waited for the ball in the middle of the pitch for you to make that pass. So the trigger was not the keeper and the defender. The trigger was least to the midfield player. That's when either Germany or Spain decided to press. But for me, Danny Olmo, the fact that he managed to get into
He had
those
a very,
he managed
he
to
had a
get
very great
in
game.
between the lines. Yeah, he had a good game. Because with Pedri, I know Pedri is a very wonderful player, but I can liken Pedri to Xavi. He would play the short passes here and there, retain possession and stuff like that. But Olmo wants to get into positions to affect the game, to score a goal, to pick a pass, which is not safe, not just a safe pass. But on the whole, the game was really tight. It was close. It was close. Either one could have won it.
Yeah, it kept swinging from side to side. But in the end, I think you'd say Spain had the better game. Had the better game. Uh, so, like I said earlier, after Germany equalized, they came on top, controlled it. You thought probably they could have won it. In the end, they didn't. But yeah, good game overall.
And lastly, what do you guys think about Anthony Taylor, the referee? People
For
on social media
Germany,
are complaining
I
about him.
felt
It does. Josh, sorry, what do you think about Anthony Taylor? People are complaining about him on social media. They are
yeah,
saying,
just
mm,
before just before I get just before I get to Anthony Taylor, I mean, I felt Germany's undoing was the selection of
sorry, we're having troubles with
Leroy
Josh.
Sani.
Emo,
Yeah.
Emo. Yeah, sorry, we're having troubles with Josh. His connection. So I was saying, what do you think about Anthony Taylor's game management today, refereeing the game? Because a lot of people, I would say to be specific, German fans are complaining. Social media, they are all over the place. They are saying he wasn't fair.
um,
German should have got a penalty.
um, I think He did very well to control that game in the opening 13 minutes. If you remember very well, you had tackles flying in P and there. Tony Cruz probably should have
Either he should have gone
gotten
off.
a booking for that Pedri challenge,
Yeah.
and he could have, rather he could have ended up seeing red on another day. Um, it was a big game. I wouldn't say it was a big game for Anthony Taylor. On the whole, I would say he did very well, uh, except midway when he started dishing out cards here and there, like and all over the place. Except for that, it was a good performance. I wouldn't really complain about it.
Okay. All right.
Oh, that penalty call.
Which one for Germany?
Cucurella, yes.
Cucurella, yeah, the handball.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for no.
Cucurella, that was a save.
No. His arm was low. He's trying to pull it away from his body. I don't think that's a 50-50, honestly.
Actually, pulling it away from his body is the one that would have been given as a penalty. But on trying to understand the interpretation of the referee, I got to understand that Cucurella was actually bringing his hand back to his body. You know, his hand was
Really?
up in the air. Yeah, then he was bringing it back to his body. So the referee actually gestures and shows you that the hand was close to his body. But for me, if I were the referee, I would give a penalty straight. But it's one of those where if it was given by the referee, the VAR would not have overturned it.
Yeah, probably on another day it would have been given, but um, I don't think there should be so much complaint because you see players get away with those every other time. Really, it's. I don't think it was really cast in stone to warrant that much backlash. Really, on the whole, if you ask me what his performance was like, I would say he did well. He really did well.
I also agree he did well because Tony Cruz, honestly speaking, he should have
Should have
gone.
worked.
He should have gone off. Yeah, he should have gone off. He should have
That
gone off.
just says he didn't do well. I mean, he kept on a player who should have been sent off.
On another day, he
And,
could have worked. Yeah, but probably to try and keep tempers sane. At times you need that kind of thing from a ref. Otherwise, the game could go south so fast. And still coming back to his performance, I think in the end, I think he controlled the game. Like his experience came to fore. Yeah, Anthony
Yeah,
Taylor. It is.
and not to forget, Danny Carvajal got a red card. That means he misses the semifinals. And of course, guys, what do you think about the star of the
but,
night in the game between
but
Germany and
Carvajal was clever on that red card because he was going to miss the game anyway. He had gotten a second yellow card.
Yeah, that second.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was
unless the red
unavoidable
card,
after that.
unless the red card would attract him missing two games, that is the semi-final and final, if they get there. But he knew he would miss the semi-final anyway.
Yeah. So, and what do you think? Lastly, what do you think about Merino, star of the night?
What a header!
Mikel Merino, very good player. If you've seen him over the past few years for Real Sociedad, Cog in their midfield, he's done well. He was a mainstay in their midfield during the qualifiers. Of course, you have Rodri, Fabian Ruiz, and Pedri as the automatic three. But every time Mikel Merino has come in, he's done quite well. He gives them control, he gives them drive, box to box player. And in the end, I think the chance fell to the most deserving player on the night, Mikel Merino.
Josh?
The story of the Spanish coach um, is very interesting. That he has had an opportunity to coach most of the lads in the team throughout the age group stages, under 19, under 20, under 21, and Merino was one of his under those circumstances, and he kept faith in him. And what a header! What a header! Yeah, the ball was beautiful. The ball was spot on from Olmo, but what a header!
And one other thing, guys, before we switch, the kid, Yama. Yeah, what's his
Lamine.
name? Sorry. Yeah, Lamin.
Lamine
Yeah,
Yamal.
Lamin. Yeah. His assist, the first goal for Spain. You know, when he was brought on, I read through social media when the lineup came out for Spain, and a lot of people were complaining, why has he started the kid? The kid is not yet experienced. But I think he has proved them wrong, especially
Was
with
that
how the kid played.
pre-tournament?
No, this very much. I was on social media. I was seeing some Spain fans complaining. Not until he made an assist or he assisted.
But it's been good for them, so I wonder why anyone would
I think they were
complain.
scared of the opponent. They were scared of the
And
opponent.
at some point, you thought De La Fuente had made a huge mistake pulling off Yamal and Nico Williams, yeah? Because then Spain were out of width, you know.
Yeah,
Like I said, they got so narrow. You had Oyazabal. I think at some point you have Oyazabal, then you have Fabian Ruiz and Rodri behind them. Denied them a bit of width. Looking at how they've been playing, I know Nico did not have the best of games today in comparison to the past few games, but I think you need them on the pitch until probably to the last 5 minutes or so, because they've been top for them. They've been absolute top for them. It was a baffling decision to have them both off. Probably thought the game was already won, and that equalizer must have really woken him up out of his sleep. Yeah.
All
yeah,
right.
but you
Moving
see,
on.
Lamine
Yeah,
Yamal
yes,
is
please.
oh sorry, Lamine
No,
Yamal is
it's okay.
ahead of
Carry
his
on. Yeah.
Lamine Yamal is ahead of his years. He's so mature. His football brain is so big. To be in an attacking position, and a kid of 16 years old, and you're not looking to bust forward, to um, make headlines, hit the ball at the back of the net, but you pick a right pass, the right moment, a player is coming. I mean, he's just phenomenal.
And
But
briefly, yeah, it does.
Nico
Yeah.
Williams, Nico
Mm.
Williams and Lamine Yamal have been the brightest players for Spain. I mean, you wonder why people would be questioning Lamine Yamal if the team sheet was red and Lamine Yamal was not there, as in now that would be a concern. But Emo, you see, De La Fuente had to take him off because of that thing in Germany where he cannot play
Correct.
beyond
Oh,
70 minutes because he's 16
Yeah.
years old. Yeah. So, with Nico, he didn't have the best of days, but still, the threat is there.
but he could
Well,
have maintained shape.
Yeah.
Eventually, he reverted to shape. That's why I said probably he did that because he thought the game was won. Few minutes to the end, you can hook Nico off, but they ended up losing shape, like you saw. It's only
True.
after the introduction of Joselu that they reverted back to shape and wrestled back control in those last few minutes of the second half of extra time. Yeah, in
Well,
the
what a
end, he
shame.
did. He pulled off the right decision.
What a shame for the host German to be knocked out on the quarterfinals. At least in my thinking, I thought the least they could have gone or they could have reached was at least the semifinals. But well, Spain had to do them dirty. Advancing, going to the other match where France beat Portugal on penalties. Again, I still think Portugal should have won this. I know France really did try and played their game, but I also think Portugal were lacking in the final third. What do you think, Emo?
Um, Portugal, they move the ball around so well, but there's no cutting edge, you know. You feel most of the time if Bruno doesn't play, then Portugal doesn't play. So, and you saw that again tonight.
Yeah, I also think. Sorry, I
I,
also think the subs were off.
Especially
uh,
that one of Bruno. Bruno coming off at that point. Everyone on the Portugal side wants to be on the ball, and the diminutive players they put in midfield with Bernardo Silva, Vitinha, um, and Conceição, they all want to be on the ball and they play safe passes within each other. Yes, they move the ball around and it looks good, but there was no one to take risk anymore. You leave
Mm.
Bruno in there. Once in a while, he's going to take the risk and play that long ball to Liao, or play the long ball to Ronaldo, or have a shot from distance.
I also think there was not a deliberate effort to try and get Ronaldo on the end of things. Uh, their moves were not really coming off. Ronaldo cut a lonely figure up front. There was barely any service for him, and okay, the age has been brought up every now and then, but to really be fair to him, today there was barely any service for him up front, and there was not much he could do, save for one cutback from Conceição, probably the one that is scuffed wide.
Yeah,
Besides that, there was barely any effort to try and find him, put him on the end of things.
I also think.
Agreed. The game was lacking in quality up
I also
front
think
for both
Rafael was
teams.
a bit wasteful.
Liao,
Mm. What do you think? I think he had the opportunity to cross in, but he took a lot of time in which the opponents were already there. The people he was supposed to cross to already marked, and he had no option sometimes but to fall back or pass back.
yeah, he he ran into a lot of blind alleys. Like I said before, there was times where he thought probably he could have played in Ronaldo, Ali, or tried and found maybe Bruno, uh, but things were not coming off for him. He really had a quiet game in the end. Yeah.
Yeah, Itezi, Josh.
Yeah, Liao. He was good. He was actually I liked. He had a
The runs
smile
were
on every
okay.
time he,
The runs were okay, but he
when the
was
game
taking
had
too
just
long. Decision making.
yeah when the game had just started. He had a smile on whenever he got the ball, so it made me feel he had the beating of Jules Kounde. But then he took too long on the ball. Then he allowed a midfielder to always come and double team him. Then the decisions was to take back the ball to Vitinha or to pass it back to Bruno, whereas maybe he would have just played it in for Ronaldo.
Mm.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we had Guitar on here? He said João Felix is the what?
He called him a poor man's Babato.
Poor man's Babato. What rather if you have to compare what happened today, does that justify what Guitar said?
Well, I
Or,
would,
is
I
it,
would,
or we cannot judge him because he had a few minutes on?
nonetheless, he didn't give me. I was not. I was not. He didn't give me the confidence that he was going to tuck that penalty away.
Mm.
Yeah, he didn't give me the confidence that he would do it. When he was next to take the penalty, I started to feel like, okay, this might be the point that the game is decided.
The game is decided. Yeah. Anyway, that is it for today. The Euros 2024 reaction quarterfinals, where we've had already German qualifying to the semifinals. We've had France
Spain.
qualifying to the sorry, I apologize. Spain qualifying, beating German, qualifying to the semifinals. France beating Portugal, also qualifying to the semifinals. And real quick, guys, back to the Euros. What do you think about Mbappe's performance? Because I saw him give an interview yesterday, asked why he hasn't performed so well, and he said it's because the current guys, the current guys do not know or have not yet mastered his movements. In fact, he gave a reference and he said if it was Pogba like before, he knew when and when not to cross the games. He would know when Mbappe was going to be running behind the defenders. Then he would cross, unlike now, where it's really, really hard for him. That's
You're
what he said.
kidding me. He really said that.
He said that. He mentioned Pogba. Emma, you saw
Yeah, but
that? You read that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he mentioned that. And we all know Pogba
Um,
with his witch stuff, the Heiner, Old Trafford, Anthony Marshall.
that's quite
Kylian,
hard to take for
Yeah.
Mbappe to say something like that. I mean, these are his teammates, the coach. It's like you're a jab at the coach, at your teammates, as in adapt, get on with it.
Yeah, he really said that. And again, anyway, real quick, again to the Euros, we have England versus Switzerland. Then later we have Netherlands versus Turkey. Your predictions? I mean, I myself am for England and also Netherlands.
England, Switzerland
Mm.
is not as straightforward as they come. It's going
Yeah.
to be a very tough game for the English. They have to bring their A game, otherwise they could be packing. Uh, like I said in that segment a few days ago, the Swiss are very good, very compact side. The bulk of them have played together for quite some time now. They know each other very well, and they have the guy from Bologna up front, Ndoye. He's having a very very good tournament. Bringing Embolo and Vargas, is it?
Yeah,
Embolo, the
Vegas.
name guy.
Yeah,
Embolo, the name
Vargas.
guy.
And you really have a very dangerous four line, uh, which the English really have to look out for. They have to be on top of their game more, or else they'll be packing.
Well, I myself, I think if England is to lose, because they have everything, they have whatever it takes to win.
No, they
If
no
that,
they
if
don't.
that, no. Listen, I'm about to. If they are to lose, okay, if they are to lose today,
Yeah.
Southgate will be the is and will be the problem. His selection, his
No,
game
he's
plan,
the first
everything will be
manager.
Southgate.
He's the first manager who has showed us. He's the first manager at this moment at this tournament who is Tinkerman. I mean, like he started to play the tournament with Trent in midfield.
Midfield, I
I
know.
mean, he has Kobe Mainu on the bench, and you're
Saka
playing
played left back.
Trent.
That last
Saka's
game
played
for
left
him.
back before, so I mean, you
I
can give it
know,
to him. He has no
but
left back, so
you
maybe
have played.
Saka can play left back. But
Mm.
going into this game, there's the tinkering continues because now he might play a back three. Gay is suspended for the game.
Mm.
Luke Shaw is just coming back. He says he's available for the game, but this will be his first game. I don't know. He played a handful of games for United. This will be his first game. Uh, not forgetting the problems he has in the middle of the pitch. Actually, the forwards of England may not have a problem. They just don't get the ball. It's easy to play through England. Now, Switzerland against Luke Shaw, who is unfit, a back three that is new. I know that is Southgate's go-to plan. The three at the back. He's always played the three at the back, and they've been solid. And for now, I see that England is still they've just conceded 2 goals. They're still solid at the back, but
Yeah,
Gehi is
yeah.
their
Just
player
like
so
France,
far.
by the way.
Yeah, Gehi is their best player so far, and Gehi is not playing. So they might play
In
Shaw, Stones, and Kyle Walker at the back.
and in 2 minutes game,
Netherlands,
Netherlands and Turkey.
like I was
Netherlands
said,
and Turkey.
Ndoye and
Josh, in two
Vargas and
minutes.
company.
In 2 minutes, Netherlands and Turkey.
Netherlands, Turkey, another potential blockbuster.
Hmm.
The Turkish have been so good. Um, Adagule, the pick for me in that team. Yeah,
Josh's guy.
he's running things for them, and I think he's going to trouble the Dutch. But I think they'll come out top in the end. They should have the necessary tools to negotiate the the tax.
Josh, I know you're
Yeah, we
Netherlands
shall.
fan.
Yeah, we shall definitely be in a position. It is a tough game, but we shall definitely be in a position to at least get over the line. A team like Turkey, they score goals, we concede goals, but we know how to score too. So
Cody
yeah,
Gakpo
we
is
shall.
scoring the goals.
Mm,
Cody
and
Gakpo.
Gakpo, Gakpo,
Salesman of
Gakpo is
Netherlands,
yeah, he's our
according
talisman.
according to Josh. Yeah,
He's our talisman, and Gakpo is
according
very
to Josh,
efficient.
yeah, talisman.
He's very efficient. I mean, you cannot, you cannot.
And
Is he not the top scorer of the tournament now?
yeah, yeah, he's
No,
one of those. Well, he's one of those.
he's
One
You
on
of
know,
the
three
three.
goals.
3 goals.
Yeah.
Who has 4 goals?
No one. I think they all
There's no
Who
have.
has
one
3
on
goals?
4 goals.
Yeah, and by
The
the way, Josh, while you
Should
were
have
away,
been Gakpo should have had 4, but I think he had one chopped off in the
yeah,
last
yeah,
game
sure.
yeah,
for
Josh, while you
offside.
were away, Emma was saying you don't have a salesman.
Yeah, that's what I told you last time. Emo, as in we have Cody Gakpo. I mean, this guy is clinical. This guy is efficient. I mean, he knows what to do in front of goal from distance, tapping. He's good, and we are growing into the tournament. From the knockout game, Romania is also not easy, but we're growing into the tournament.
Well, anyways, that is it for today. Right here on Sports Jazz, Isaac, Emo, and Josh, and see you very soon. I would say in maybe 2 3 days, we are going to be back. That is it as for you already running off. Emo, thank you for coming. Itazi, I know you're already off. Thank you for also coming. And see you very soon. Sports Jazz. Stay blessed, guys. See you.
Adios.